Hey there. So now we're looking at the traffic signals part 2. Okay. So on the first side, okay, it's a pedestrian traffic signal, okay? But the reason we include it in here is because I think it's important for you to be able to differentiate, to know that, oh, okay, this is meant for the pedestrians. This is not meant for me, okay? Um, so it's basically a steady green man traffic signal. So when it's red, when it's shown to a steady green man, it means the pedestrian can pass. Okay, can pass the road. But what we're focusing on now is one of these signs. Okay, the second sign. You see, if we take a look at it, right, it has the basic how features of how a typical traffic signal will look like. It has a red disc, a yellow disc, and a green disc. And then, but on this particular one, there's a arrow, right? A red arrow next to the red disc, and this arrow is pointing to the left. Well, what does this mean? Okay, so when you see a flashing red arrow, a red flashing arrow pointing left, okay, it means you must come to a complete stop before making a left turn, right? It's like a stop sign specifically for making a left turn. So after stopping, you can proceed when it's safe and there is no oncoming traffic or pedestrian. And then if we look on the other side, right, the flashing green arrow, okay, you can see that on the yellow, on the green disc, there's also a flashing. You can see the green arrow is flashing, right? It's flashing. Well, what does that mean, right? So a flashing green arrow pointing to the right indicates that you can make a right turn, but you must yield to any pedestrians or oncoming traffic, right? So it's basically like a proceed with caution sign when you're turning right. Okay? And then the third sign, which is the steady yellow arrow. What does it mean, right? A steady yellow arrow, whether left or right, it indicates that the signal is about to change. It's a warning that you should prepare to stop if you haven't entered the intersection yet. And if you're already in the intersection, you should complete your turn safely. And then the sign, steady green arrow. Okay, a steady green arrow basically says when you see one pointing left or right, it means you can make that turn without having to yield to oncoming traffic. Okay, so this is a steady green arrow. It's not a flashing one, it's just a steady green arrow. Okay, it means you can make that turn without having to be cautious or, yield to oncoming traffic. It's like a go ahead, it's your turn sign for turning left or right. And then finally, the last sign is just basically a a cyclist signal. Okay, it's meant for cyclists. Okay,